Assalamu alaikum. This is Muhammad Irfan. Today I'm talking about with new video 10 characteristics of believers as revealed in Surah Al-Baqarah. Accordingly, these are 10 characteristics that believers maintain as commanded by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah Al-Baqarah. The first one is that they have faith in the unseen. They have faith in the ghaib. Without singing Al-Haq, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as the Lord of the whole cosmos, the whole creatures. So they accept and trust in matters that cannot be perceived by senses, such as Allah, angels, the day of judgment, and divine decree. The second characteristic is that believers establish prayers on daily basis. Salah is not just performed occasionally, it is established regularly and sincerely, showing the believer's devotion and discipline. It is regarded as a key to success, key to eternal success. 3. The third characteristics of the believers is that they spend in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They spend to help needies, to help those in troubles, and those who work for the cause of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They support good causes and purify themselves from greed. The fourth characteristic is that they believe in all scriptures and messengers. They respect all the prophets and previous scriptures without discrimination. So, as I'm talking about previous scriptures, this must be in their true form. So the believer will be bound to accept and regard and respect the true scriptures of previous times like Torah and Gospel, Injil. Fifth, they have certainty in the life hereafter. Believers live with the conviction that the life after death is eternal, it is reality, and the day will come when we have to leave this world and we have to move ahead towards another life where we will, face our good deeds, the reward of good deeds, and the punishment of bad deeds. So, this belief shapes believers' actions, behaviors, and priorities. The fifth characteristic that believers maintain is that they have obedience to Allah's commandments. They follow divine guidance in their daily life, not selectively, but fully, sincerely, and willingly. The seventh characteristic of believers is that they maintain patience while they are being tested by trials. They show resilience during difficulties, during hardships, during turbulences. They do not complain, they do not bubble, they do not behave in rebellion, but they turn themselves towards Allah's will and they say, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. The eighth characteristic is that believers express gratitude to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They always remain thankful in both good times and bad times. They recognize that all blessings come from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ninth, they avoid every kind of arrogance and every kind of corruption. They stay humble and avoid guidance, hypocrisy, and mischiefs as expressed in verse number 11 of Surah Al-Baqarah. The 10th characteristic that believers maintain is that they maintain total submission to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as expressed and revealed in Surah in verse number 128 of Surah Al-Baqarah. Like Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, true believers submit fully to Allah's will in all aspects of life, whether it is faith, B, it is family matter, B, it is financial domain, and the degree of morals, ethos. In all aspects of life, they submit completely towards the commandments of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Thank you. Remain in touch. And the next time we will join again with a new video. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.